Tired of surface talk? Then lean into your executive edge now. Today's episode is sponsored by Billy Keels Advisory Services. If you want to learn more about how to make your 99 optional, just go to makeitoptional.com. Once again, that's makeitoptional.com. Tired of surface talk? Then lean into your executive edge now. This episode is going to be very brief because if you are in a corporate role and you've been going through the motions and you want to get real, you want to go deep, you want to stop having the surface conversations that are great sound bites. You want to get to move the emotion so that emotion gets you into moving towards progress, what you really want, because maybe you've been struggling with that for a while. Well, I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit, the proverbial curtain, and share some insights from a recent experience. I was given permission, a recent experience with one of my advisory clients. Now, it didn't go into video and all that kind of stuff. I just want to share a very powerful experience because it's something that it reminds me why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I love this work. Because recently, I had a client go to or have a moment of clarity, and I get to witness, and I get to witness a lot of this firsthand, right? Because it's one-on-one sessions. It's high touch. It's what you deserve. No waiting in lines, right? And so what I realized is at the completion of the exercise, it's one of these exercises I enjoy doing with clients. And at the end of the day, I like to be able to complete the exercise to see what revelations the clients have. And in this particular instance, not only did I feel and experience the growth that was happening with my client, I also recognized a growth opportunity and experience for myself, which is why I want to share this with you, because I realized, and through the conversation that I have with him and other clients who have, gone out and they're on this path of exploration. And there's just something special about being able to go deep, surface conversations. And I've done this for a long time. I've had lots and lots of surface conversations. It was part of kind of what made me do and the ability to do the things that I was doing in my corporate life. And then there's something that it's scarier, right? It's scarier. And it's so much more fulfilling when you're able to go deep on a topic, when you're able to touch emotion, and when you're able to use that emotion to put you into a forward progress so that you can accomplish the things that you want to be able to accomplish. And specifically, I want to talk about one of the exercises that we go through systematically as part of the Executive Edge advisory program, which is the creation and the crafting of your ideal day. Now, through this specific instance, a client was able to understand, and some of the things that rang clear is being able to, as part of the ideal day, investing in intentional, lifelong relationships. By being able to do that and being able to, something as simple as being able to calmly walk their children to school every single day. Not once a week, not once a month, because you're flying or zooming or whatever. No, every day. And being able to, and this is one of the things that was most, it was just profound, really, because it made me think a lot about where I was at certain moments in my corporate career, because I wasn't managing the situation in the way that I know that I would manage it now, right? But wanting to end the days in peace, not exhaustion. Think about that. Feel that. And also being able to build a meaningful business with their spouse. So, and the reason I'm sharing just some of the excerpts, and I was given permission to do this, is that, like I said, it's one of those epiphany moments for me that helps me to understand that I love the work that I'm doing. I love it. It energizes me when I can be a part of these types of revelations for my clients. Being there by your side, right? It's amazing. And so if you've never heard about this specific ideal day exercise that I'm talking about, because I'm not going to spend this episode doing that, but all you need to do is go back to episode 441. Can you believe we've done way over 540? That was over 100 episodes ago. Can you believe that? But go check out episode 441. I go in deep more into a deep dive and talk to you about what happens when you live out your ideal day. Talk about crafting that, and it will give you really great insight. But the thing that I realize is that aside from this, right, and when you really want to get the trifecta, as we call it, there's 2 additional steps that you want to make sure you go through so that you have quantifiable, undeniable clarity. Quantifiable, undeniable clarity to move in the direction that you want to move, to be able to check in on the things that are most important, that are moving the needle, not keeping you busy, but moving the needle. Think of it as the difference between being productive and being busy. But the most important thing, and the reason I want to share this, is because every single client has the opportunity, and the clients with whom I work take this seriously. And the reminder is, you get out of anything in life what you put into it. You cannot expect to get something if you give nothing. But if you give everything, you increase the probability of being able to get something magnificent on the other end. Because I experienced it this day, and this was one of the things. This is one of the reasons why I'm here, why I'm sharing this with you, why I asked for permission to be able to share, because it was such a powerful moment. And I'm continuing to see the results and continuing to see my client, this particular client, move forward. It's not, there's not, I mean, this is not a straight line. Going for something that you want is never a straight line. There's ups, there's downs, and I continue to see the progress that's being made. And I feel fortunate, I feel blessed to be a part of it. Because when you go through this exercise, yes, you come out on the other side and you have a tangible blueprint for your ideal day. There, I said it. But you know what? That's not even the best part. That's something that you can continue to go back and you can continue to reflect upon. But most important is when I watch my client and you start to feel the increased sense of confidence, it is amazing. It is powerful. And all of that power, that confidence, it came from taking a moment to reflect on the ideal life that my client wanted to design, wanted to live every single day and move towards. And now I see my client taking action towards that. Because the thing is that every single time that you have clarity around what it is that you want to do, you understand clearly why you want to do it, and you clearly understand the lives that you want to also be impacted and benefit from that clarity, it makes every single decision so much easier. You can do it so much faster and with so much more confidence. And if you know somebody today who is suffering, is struggling because they don't have clarity, because they don't understand what it is they want to do next or what's the next step. If you see anyone and you know anyone that you care about enough that you could say, hey, listen, you know what? I got this podcast. I just want you to listen to this episode, because this is sharing this type of understanding that you get out of what you put into it. If you have someone that wants to guide you along the way, have guided action along the way to help you gain that clarity so you can take that most decisive action. You know what? If it's not you, share today's episode. Share it with somebody that you care about, and then go from sharing to caring. Get on the phone, talk to them, meet up, have a coffee. It's one of the things I love about being in Europe. You want to talk, you want to have a deep conversation. You can have it at home, or you can go out and have it on a terrace, right? Be that person. And while you're doing that, guess what I'm going to do? You'll be surprised by this, but I'm going to be right here preparing for the next conversation. So until then, I want you to go out and make it a great day. And I want to say thank you very, very much.
Freedom.